There we have it, everybody. Ruben Amorim has been officially sacked from Manchester United Football Club in what I believe is one of the worst decisions this club has ever made. And we've had some terrible decisions in the past, but this stacks up right up there. Because to me, even though maybe the performances and the results have not been the greatest, after this decision by INEOS, who I believe is a disgrace, I cannot see a way back up to the top for this club. I really can't. I just feel as if this is one of the last straws, and I'm extremely disappointed because it's exposing the truth about INEOS. It's exposing the truth about these owners, and it's about time fans really wake up. I know they get a lot of hate, but it's about time the fans really wake up to what's really going on at this club, because this has exposed it. And they've sacked Ruben Amorim not because of the results, but because he has exposed them for the truth of what's really happening at this club. And like I just said, guys, they were scared of what he can really say, and it shows. Ruben Amorim finished 15th last year, plays a different philosophy, has not had the greatest time at the club, but I believed in that man because, one thing, he spoke the truth, he had great leadership qualities, he built a bond together, he took out the toxicity of the club, leaks, set pieces, the organization, the just players being fit, players running. We had years where we didn't have players even running, working hard. We had, as much as people love Rashford, walking back, not running back on defense, not tracking back. We had a team that believed in the manager, a team that believed in the system, and a team that was coming together. And even though it looked rough at times, our fifth place, again, they did not sack him because of results, because we are tied with fifth and 3 points off fourth and are in the fight for the Champions League spots. Now, if you tell me, and I could be wrong here, but if you tell me Darren Fletcher, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer are going to walk into this club and they're going to get you top 5, top 4, I really think you're delusional. And I'll put on my hand if that becomes true, because I do not think that they're going to do as well. I think they're going to drown, because if you're in this club, you're set up to drown and fail because of these owners. Let's talk about it now. Let's talk about why INEOS really has pulled the plug on this. And if we're being real, it's because they showed their hand. And in the summer, as we know, Ruben, in my opinion, did not get back. In my opinion, Ruben has not been back since he's joined the club. In January, they signed Patrick Dorgu, who's a young talent from Lecce, who I like. Dorgu, solid player, but let's be real, he's not fixing what we need on the left side. In the summer, he got Mbemo, he got Cunha, he got Sheshko, even though I believe he wanted Watkins. But we all know what the main priority was. The main priority was that midfield, and the midfield too is so important in his system. At Sporting, the midfield two was the best midfield, in my opinion, in the league, and the reason it was able to function so well is because you have two that are damn near as good as three, and they work so hard, and they're technically very strong, that they're able to control games. They're able to play direct, fast football that people would maybe even say is Manchester United like, even though has three at the back. I know that might sound crazy to say, but you could say that. Counter-attacking, fast, direct, can easily be a 4-4-2. Very, 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 very good football, and intriguing and different, which personally for me, I really liked. They didn't give him this at Man United, and it was one of the reasons I was so positive about Ruben Amorim, was because I said, you know what, until I see this midfield too, which I know is so important, become elite midfielders. It doesn't, honestly, at this point, it doesn't even need to be elite. It could be Angelo Silva, it could be Baliba, it could be Wharton, it could be Kamara, it could be Adams from Bournemouth. It just needs to be the right profiles. Aston Villa this year, Unai Emery this year, showing that you just need the right profiles in certain spots. If Ruben Amorim got those profiles, the results would be even better. But as I said, it is not because of the results that he got sacked. It's because he told the truth. And the truth is that in January, if Ruben Amorim went up to them and said, I know you have money because we just went up to sign Antoine Semenyo for 65 million. We got beat by City, which is embarrassing in the first place. I know we have money. Get me these players. And INEOS said you need to become more adaptable. This team is good. But you tell me how I can be adaptable to switch to a 4-3-3 when we don't even have left wingers in this team. Cunha's not a natural left winger. He can play out there. He can tuck in. But if you have him tuck in, then you need a real good fullback, a wing back that can get up and down on that left side anyway. And you could say it's Dorgu. Shaw can't do it because he hasn't stayed healthy when he's had to do that. So I'm saying, even if you wanted him to switch to a 4-3-3, you needed to bring in players. if you want to stay to a 3-4-3 as he should stay, you needed players. And they didn't want to do it because they would not have enough money in the summer to spend. And the whole outlook would have been is Ruben Amorim is not getting backed by INEOS in the summer. And that is much worse. They can tell you a lie. They can tell you that in January, we're not going to buy players because it's much tougher, because there's not the right players on the market, because whatever else they want to say, they don't want to make the same mistakes. But I'm telling you guys, that is BS. Manchester City last year spent 180 million in the market in January and made it look easy. But they did that because they knew that they would be able to spend in the summer again. And for Man United, if you can lie to people in January because you can tell them that this is not possible, but then you can go spend in the summer, and then if you don't make, before I go too far, at that point you could be already too late. Ruben Amorim needed backing to get Champions League right now because you might need that money in the summer, and they didn't want to trust him. They didn't want to do it. But my question to you guys is how can we trust these guys at the top if you're not going to back them right now? Why did you even bring him in? And I know this is the most cliche question everybody's been asking. He was a 3-4-3 manager, and you brought him in knowing you're going to need investment. And what happened was you didn't invest in the 3-4-3, so why bring him in? So already from the jump, this was the wrong decision because we all thought you're going to bring in a guy that needs certain profiles. You need to invest into the squad, and you did not do it. And it's disgraceful, to be honest with you, because this club, it's not going forward from here. I'm sorry. Darren Fletcher, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, whoever takes over, I hear reports of Ole coming back. You're gonna drown. It's gonna be tough. Jason Wilcox, you want to manage so bad. Go manage. You're not gonna do it. You're gonna fail because you will see these are the same players. So many of these players have survived so many managers, and I'm not going at the players. This time it's not on them, even though a lot of times I do feel like it is. Dallo, Luke Shaw, Maguire, Bruno, all these guys have survived so many managers, and they've all been sacked. Bruno might be the captain now, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer comes back to the club. It's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable, and I think it needs to be talked about much more because it's disgraceful. In the media right now, everybody's talking about how some people are saying it's a good decision. Ruben deserved to be sacked. The results weren't good enough. All this. But guys, 90% of people, you can check IG comments on United, every single United post since the sacking. I know IG comments don't say the whole story, but people, the majority of fans in Old Trafford, not even fans, the players, they all wanted Ruben to stay. They wanted Ruben to stay because you could see there was a vision. And I know it's hard for people to understand this. Oh, how could you do 1-1 with Wolves, Leeds? Guys, 8 guys missing, AFCON, injuries. We have a bench full of academy players. It's not about the results in those games. It's much bigger than that. I personally was okay without having instant results if I could see certain performances and if I could see a proper leader and somebody who speaks well, somebody who tells the truth, somebody who can bring a group together, and then the tactics, everything else, all the other essentials can come. And if it doesn't come, after a year, after you give him some time, you sack him and you get somebody new. But at that point, at least he's built in the stuff outside the club. Ruben Amorim said in the press conference, if I leave this club today, my performances may not have been the greatest, but I will guarantee that outside the club, I have made a great change. And I fully agree with him on that. And I will not stop agreeing with him with that because you can see it. And it's just sad that it's about to revert. It's about to revert. We're about to go back. We're about to go back to Ole. And again, I love Ole. It's just sad that when he comes in, fans won't be able to get at the owners because we all love him. We all love Darren Fletcher. When they stand on that touchline where nobody's gonna be able to go at them as we should, because they're playing with us. It's pure manipulation at its finest, and it's embarrassing that this is what we have to go through as a club. It's sad that it's come to this. And to the ex-players, to the Gary Neville, I hope you guys got what you want because you guys got him at the club. You're going to have one of your own guys in there. And now you guys are going to have to, when eventually he fails and when eventually the tide turns, you're going to have to somehow get him out of this because I feel for Ole, you're set up into a trap. It's going to be so hard to succeed. And then you're going to have an impossible job. And whoever comes next, if anybody ever wants to come next, because let's be real, Tuchel, Carlo, Ancelotti, Zidane, I'm hearing, Luis Enrique, I'm hearing, these guys aren't going to want to come. You're gonna get a yes man. You're gonna get another yes man who's gonna have to come, and it's gonna be rough from there. Like I said, to me, this is one of the worst things that could have happened because I just don't see a way back. With Ruben, it wasn't the greatest at times, but I could see that the process, the same similar one that Arteta had at Arsenal. But like this, it's very hard to see. Yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to come in here and say. I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I'm really forgetting? Because honestly, there's been so much. These last couple of days have been really, it's been what, a day and a half since Ruben has been sacked, and or even since that Leeds game, and it's been mayhem at the club. And for somebody who loves the club so much, like, it's been tough because you just don't see where it's gonna get any better, and that's what we're all looking for. And I think it's fully to blame on Jason Wilcox, Omar Barada, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, you're a liar. You told everybody about the no knee-jerk reactions, and you went and you lied, and you got him out. And you're a liar. You told everybody he's gonna have multiple years. They need patience. How can you trust somebody like this that's been lying to you for the whole time? And I will not stand with them. INEOS has saved the Glazers once again. Again, well, let's not forget that they saved the Glazers, and all they've done is made it worse. And they made it worse. And yes, it doesn't clear. If you support Ruben being sacked, I'm not trying to say that you're supporting INEOS, but you're definitely not going against them because, guys, let me tell you, this is a terrible decision. And you might disagree with me about the tactical stuff about Ruben, but as a club, we need to come together because right now it's so separate. There's people Ruben in, Ruben out. He's gone now. It's already done. At this point, we need INEOS out. Sir Jim Ratcliffe needs to go because it's just getting worse. Glazers need to get out of here. I mean, I know it's hard. It's very hard to switch that, but something has to happen because Ruben was not the guy to go, and at this point, it's just gonna get worse. Our team right now, anyway, is not, in my opinion, is not as good as a bunch of these teams around us. I think Ruben was overperforming this year, being fifth, finishing fourth. No, none of these media outlets had Man United to be top five, and we're top five in January, and he got sacked. It's embarrassing. And again, it's not the results; it's the fact that he told the truth. And now we gotta live with this. We gotta live with this. All right, guys. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys subscribe, follow, comment. Please comment, share your thoughts. Honestly, if you hate on half of the things I say, put it in the comments because I like to have that conversation. That's why we're here. And let's just hope we win games, man. Fuck. I pray for Ole and Darren Fletcher, bro.